Russia's president has blamed Ukraine for shooting down that plane, so it was a brave move when one leading Moscow newspaper put this headline on its front page: "Forgive us, Netherlands." No other Russian paper has done that. Journalists get killed there for contradicting the government, so this was a bold move. In the Netherlands, for those who lost so much, grief is still a constant companion. Shirley Engel reports.
What began as a small cluster of flowers outside Amsterdam's airport has blossomed into a massive shrine to those who perished on MH17.
Somebody has to be blamed for this because it's really, really unfair.
I hope, Mr. Putin, you and your family rot in hell.
With uncollected human remains at the crash site, public pressure is mounting. Australia and Holland are sending military police to help secure the site for the recovery and investigation. The Dutch Prime Minister vowing to find those responsible.
I will do everything in my power, even if it's the last thing I do in this job, to make sure we bring them to justice.
But how? U.S. intelligence officials believe pro-Russian separatists shot the plane down by mistake, citing communications intercepts and satellite imagery as evidence that Russia supplied the missile.
Some already allege this was a war crime, and The Hague here in the Netherlands happens to be the hub of international criminal law. But the wheels of justice turn painfully slow here, and experts say this case would be full of challenges.
Lockerbie took 11 years.
This global justice expert says the 1988 bombing of Pan Am 103 by Libyan terrorists is the closest precedent. The legal strategy: prosecute individuals, not countries. There's no smoking gun to prove Russia's involvement at this point, and there are unanswered questions about why Ukraine didn't do more to secure its airspace.
We have a decent chance that, victims actually will see some of these perpetrators face justice before a domestic or international jurisdiction, but it will not happen overnight.
To go and bear fruit.
Domestic prosecutions in affected countries could offer the most hope and compensation for families. A Dutch prosecutor is already building a case in Ukraine. How this will all play out is too much for some mourners to think about right now.
It's way too early to say anything.
It's not for us to say what we think is justice. It's not for us to say that. For us, it's important to get our people back home safe.
Dutch officials just can't predict how long the recovery of remains and investigation will take. And given the terrible circumstances at the crash site, the promise of bringing everyone back will be incredibly hard to keep. Donna?
Shirley Engel for us in Amsterdam again tonight. Thanks, Shirley.